in bikinis, lingerie. I just think like it's just part of being a woman, and there's guys, and there's going to be guys that are going to message you and they're going to say all kinds of things, but I'm just very I'm so unbothered. I feel
Yeah.
like I already hit that phase in life. Like I'm so unbothered. Like after hitting, that's why I'm constantly posting over and over. Like who wants to collab? Send me a date or blah blah blah. Because I'm constantly going through my DMs,
Mhm.
and that's when you told me, and I told you like, can you send me the address again? Because I would literally just push the delete all messages. Like I will delete. If I don't reply to people, I feel bad. Like it's not personal. I just delete. I'm so unbothered. Like I'm not gonna open guys' messages and entertain their energy. I'm so strong on energy. Like I don't have time to deal with energy. Like if you feel a certain way, if you want to act a certain way in my DM, like you can act by yourself. Like my photos is strictly work. I'm my platform. Like I once seen like a video of this really famous artist. I'm not even 100% sure what his name is. He sings like a really famous song. A lot of people use it for their wedding. And he came out in a podcast and he was talking about like if you're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it don't matter what, sitting there scrolling and just criticizing people's lives, then like what are you doing? Like platforms are meant to work and make
Yeah.
money, and that's like basically what my platforms are for.
Making money.
Yeah.
So real quick, I want to apologize. For some reason, the YouTube was muted, so I stopped the live, and now I'm
We're
recording.
recording.
I'm
Okay.
recording regular video, so I'll upload that second half of it.
Okay.
Tonight. Um, I'll, so this is probably like the third time I do like a YouTube live, so I'm still getting used to it.
Okay.
Like two podcast episodes ago, I didn't have these little black mics, right? So I
Okay.
interviewed a fighter that's coming up. He's a bare knuckle fighter, and like the video was good, but you couldn't really hear the audio, and you kind of could hear, but you kind of couldn't.
Okay.
So, and then last episode I got these, so they work better. So I don't know why YouTube is so weird. Like to go live, you gotta have I think like 50 subscribers, right? Then to uh to do certain things like
I think every platform's like that. Even
yeah,
Instagram, I
to
mean
do other
TikTok, you have
things, you
to
gotta
be.
have like 10,000 followers, and then to do other
If you
like
think about it, it's something that gives you motivation,
yeah, it does. And
motivates
that's
you.
right now I was searching up. I was like, how do I get closed captioning subtitles on my YouTube live? And I was like, oh well, you have to have a certain number of followers. And I was like, okay, cool. Like that's gonna be the next goal.
Yeah.
Like I don't care about the money. I don't care about the monetization. Like right now, my goal is YouTube subtitles on the live. You know what I mean? Now the good thing about recording on the video right now, and that's been something I've been like experimenting with. Like right now, recording video just on the regular camera, I'll
Hmm.
be able to post it on YouTube, and it'll probably have subtitles,
Okay.
right? But so like this whole YouTube thing has been like a process, because
Learning, you learn your
like
platforms.
doing it on my own, like from my phone, it's not easy. It's not hard, but it's not easy. There's like a lot of like I thought I was gonna have to hire somebody. Like some podcasts that record here, there's a couple big ones that record here. Like they have like a guy who sets up a camera on this side, camera on this side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Camera on that side, and have like multiple angles all at once. You know what I mean? So it's a process. It's a process. I've been doing this podcasting for like 2 years.
Really?
Sometimes I want to give up. Not.
No, I
It's
don't.
just. It's not because like it's hard. It's not hard. It's just sometimes sometimes you get discouraged, and then you're not like. But then I remember, like, am I doing this like for myself to get attention, or am I doing this like for somebody, for the for that for the
Have you heard of like the saying of like you could do it for 5 years and then the fifth year want to give up and
and
the
then
sixth
that's
is a year. Woo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I will say, one time in 2022, someone was like, "Hey, man," they were like, "Did you know most podcasts don't last after 10 episodes? So if you get past 10, like you're doing something." I think right now I'm at like 35.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm at like 35 episodes.
And
Like,
he has features.
yeah, huh? And
I
I
said now
got
you got
peaches
features.
on, and so there's days where like I'm like, man, like should I, like, do I even, like, there's days where I'm like, can I even have a conversation with somebody for like an hour, hour and a half?
Really?
Like, am I even good enough for that? And it's like right now it's super easy. Like the last couple episodes have been super dope because I've had good guests. That's another thing. finding good guests is hard.
Yeah, that has
Find
happened to me. I my really good friend, he has a podcast too. That, I mean, not happened to me, but I've heard that before. He's told me that, because I've been to his podcast, I'll go. We film skits together. So shout out to Edgar, and he's told me that there's sometimes that he gets like other girls, and it's just awkward. Like they don't have any conversation. The energy doesn't flow, and he's
hmm
like, dude, like it's just like downfall.
yeah, yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, I at one point I was like, maybe if I get like really, I don't mean this disrespectfully, but maybe if I get like really hot girls to come on the podcast, I'll get guys who want to listen, right? But then maybe sometimes the ones who are like the hottest ones. No, you're very attractive, so
Thank you.
like you're very attractive, but like maybe some of the ones who are like the hotter ones, like maybe they don't have something to say, you know? Maybe like
I think it's just like flow, energy, like
yeah, yeah,
conversation. I
yeah,
feel like sometimes people are so, like, you could connect with somebody and the conversation could go on and
yeah.
on and on topic.
And then I
Yeah.
think one thing I'm learning is like sometimes you gotta like okay. So originally my podcast was for like motivation, right? I wanted to motivate people. I wanted to inspire people, right? And so like I had like label record owners. I had someone who started like the Monster Energy Company. I had a couple of rappers, like a doctor, some models,
Wow, you've
you
had
know,
a lot of people.
random people, comedians, gym guys. And then I realized like doing a podcast is interesting because like so another person that's like inspiration is like Joe Rogan. Like he just has random people and he talks to them, right?
Yeah.
But then I realized for me, like I can't just have a pretty face because like I actually got to be interested in what people got to say. You know what I mean? Like we're on barbering and I could keep going about barbering. Like
And I will definitely sit here and listen to you
you got
because
the pretty
I'm.
face and we could talk about barbering. Boom, that goes a long way, you know. And I like to talk to I talk to MMA fighters. I used to be a fighter. I'm still in that industry, so
I definitely see you post that all the time.
that's easy for me. You know what I mean? And then like, but not everybody's easy like that. You know what I mean? Like the people that I think I want to talk to aren't always the people that I should be talking to. You know what I mean? So that's where like research and like other stuff comes in. You know, like people. Someone last week, someone was like, "Well, do you listen to if those people are on other podcasts? Do you listen?" I'm like, "No, I don't because it. I don't want listening to someone else's podcast and hearing them talk. Like I don't want to take away from the experience here. You know,
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
I want them to tell me the whole story, the full story, and nothing but the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The whole
So
tea.
yeah, the whole tea. You got some good tea for me or what?
What do you want to know? Tell me.
Whoa, what
Throw
do
it
you
at me.
know?
What
What
do
do
you
you
want to
know?
know?
What do you know?
I don't know what you want to know.
I want to know everything.
Mm,
What do you got? Let's see.
mm, I don't know. What can I say?
Well, hold on. Okay, so you were talking about OnlyFans. I don't want to know about that, but I will say. So let me. I'll be direct, right? So I assume because you're an attractive woman and you model, and I've seen your
Okay, so
pictures.
I'll say something.
Uh,
I did make an OnlyFans before, maybe
okay,
like 2 years ago.
okay.
And then when I first started modeling, in my first photo shoot, I did Santa. I've been posting it. The pictures I've been posting.
hmm
I'm like in Christmas spirit already
Okay, you
and
know
Thanksgiving.
those are they're cute.
I love the holidays. I
Yeah.
celebrate them big because I feel like a lot of people don't really celebrate them big and don't even know that maybe next year we don't even make like. My mindset is like you need to live your best life, and when it's Thanksgiving, celebrate it and celebrate it like the most you can because you don't know if you're gonna make it to next Thanksgiving. A lot of people don't see it that way or
Yeah,
think that way.
yeah.
But I did make a OF, and I had posted like maybe 2, 3 photo shoots that were just like lingerie, normal
Okay.
bikini pics, and it didn't really get far because I felt like I didn't want to get that. I don't have nothing against OF. I know girls that are OF. Like I'm very like open minded. Like I'm not that girl. Like oh no, like I'm not. Everybody each to their own cup of tea. Whoever decides how to make their money, but that's not the like that's not the look I wanted. I didn't want to really like go off of that. I did it. I did make like some money off of it, and then after that, I heard people like, "Oh, she's on OF. She's doing," and I'm like, "No." So I kind of like got rid of it because the fact like I wouldn't really we all know what OF is, and I wouldn't go that route. I just choose to.
All right.
I love it.
Wow.
Oh, I have a very close relationship with my dad,
Okay.
like super close.
Okay.
There's no we don't have no filter. We
Okay.
off the same plate.
Okay.
We sleep in the same bed sometimes. Like sometimes when he comes home from work, like I'll go lay on his bed, fall asleep on his bed. Sometimes when I live with my dad, my little
Hmm.
brother, and my kids, and sometimes I come home from work and he's in my room.
Okay.
So we're like super close, and I just it's not something that I would choose to do. Like I feel like as a daughter, and I have a close relationship with him. I do have two brothers. I don't have the heart to kind of no money in the world is worth it losing my relationship with my brother or my dad. Like
Yeah.
I really love my family.
Yeah.
Like we're really
That's
close.
what's up.
So I just feel like, and I understand everybody has their own point of view, but that's just my point. I wouldn't want to risk it. Like I enjoy being with my family. I
Yeah.
enjoy the little moments, talking, having conversation. I enjoy my dad texting me, "I'm proud of you. You came a long way." But like I couldn't see the heartbreak of him telling me like, "Oh, like I'm not proud of that." Like I
Yeah.
know that's something he wouldn't be proud of.
Yeah. I feel you. Quick question, real quick before I forget. So when I went and turned off the live, do you have a friend named Brittany?
Brittany,
There was one girl on the live. Her name was Brittany.
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, that's she was like, "Oh, you guys are muted." I was like, "Shit."
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, maybe. But shout out to Brittany for letting me know that we were muted. And you know what? I never. I'm gonna tell you. I'm straight up. It's funny because I don't. The last few episodes I've done lives, I don't ever go check. I don't ever go look because I don't.
Really?
Yeah, and today something was
You're like,
like
let me go check.
go. Something was like
You're.
go check, go check. So at least we'll have the second half on it. That's all good. It's a learning process. It's a
It
learning
really
process.
is.
So one of the things I want to ask you, right? So one of the we were talking about misconceptions about
Uh huh.
modeling, right? So you're talking about OnlyFans. So okay? So does this mean? And I already I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but does this mean that guys assume that because you model like that
Oh.
they could just hit you up for sex? Is that like a miscon? Is
I
that
think in this generation, everybody like I don't even just think it's hard. Like I think like I've said that I want to do a YouTube video like reading my DMs. Obviously, I'm not gonna expose guys, but I've had like the I get a kick out of it. Like if people really get to like you really get to know me and you know me, like I'm just all jokes. I'm always laughing. Like I don't take nothing serious. Like I'm not the person that's gonna let something like so
you
I
got
would
any crazy
literally
ones right now? You
um
got any crazy ones right now? Check.
no,
Let's see.
I've
No,
deleted my
you
DMs,
deleted them.
but I've had like yeah, that's very true.
Right? Like
It's very true. But I feel like it's not even the modern. I just think it's the generation we live in. We live in like a everybody's like just hooking up. Everybody's just sneaky links, wasting their time, not doing nothing. And I feel like when guys come across a girl that is not about that, they just feel stupid.
yeah.
I don't really have to put too much mind in it. Like I just see the conversation, or it doesn't take me that long for me to. I think it only gives me. I think I only give like a guy. I know this doesn't sound bad, but like I can only give a guy like a day, and I can have a whole conversation with him all day, texting back and forth or whatever, and I'll know the next day if I want to give him my energy or not. And I don't want to be mean, but I just.
I mean, I think that's normal though. Like I mean,
But some people waste their time. People take like weeks. The
yeah,
girls
I
will
don't.
go and like
Yeah,
sleep with the person, and then they're like, oh, like no, it don't
I
take that long
I
to get the
think
red flags.
I think I think generally guys and girls should know if they want to. Two things. And this is me being real. If if they want to fuck and they want a future, you can know that within.
But that also comes with like loving yourself. What do you do on a daily
Yeah,
basis? Like what type of person you are.
yeah.
If you're like this woman that is like it's not saying like a certain way, but it's like look at your patterns of your life. If you don't got nothing going for yourself, then a guy's gonna approach you, and how are you gonna even love yourself enough to know if that's what he wants if you don't even have no standards left. Like I've had guys come approach me and then I laugh at them
Right,
or they feel dumb
right.
and then they end up apologizing.
I feel you. You know, I mean, at least they have the decency to apologize. More about modeling. What are who have been some of your model inspirations?
um
Do you look up to anybody?
yes,
Did
I
anybody
love Jaylene
inspire?
Ojeda. You know who's that?
I do not. I'll look after.
So she came out. She's really famous. So she's like a model. She has her own shampoo line. She has a honey line, and by honey I mean like adult honey.
Like honey packs.
Yes,
Oh,
she's like the owner of Royal Honey.
royalty honey.
Yes,
Really?
yes.
Oh, they
I don't know if it's that one. I know it. I know it's
it
one
might
of
be
the
another one because I
really
think
known
this one
ones.
might be. I think this one. I'm not really sure.
She owns one of the
All I
really
know
known
is
ones.
they follow me. I shouted them out on one of my podcasts. They followed me back. So
Really? I love
yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
she owns that. Well, she started with like um this really famous artist, Ashley Tolivas, and I remember being like really young and seeing her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. I want to be a video vixen. Like I'm gonna be a video vixen, and years later, here I am doing the same thing.
There you go. Yeah, you know, yeah. That whole honey movement that's like big right now. It's big right now. They're starting to get them into like liquor stores and 7-Elevens. It's a big movement. It's a big movement. You know.
Pinche movement.
I,
Hey, whatever
to
makes
each his
people happy.
own. To
Yeah, it
each
really
his
is.
own. You know. I
Exactly. That's why
mean,
I'm just like I go with the flow. Like whatever makes someone happy. Like I feel like I'm so busy watering my grass that I won't spend a minute like criticizing somebody. If somebody
yeah.
said this, I'm like that one friend. Like today you call me on the phone. Like even my friends that are gonna see this, they're gonna be like, That's her." You call me on the phone today, like you're done with your man. I'm gonna be like, "Okay, girl," blah, blah, blah. And then tomorrow you call me like, "Me and my man are we're good." Okay, girl, good. Like I'm so like I'm not gonna get in your business. I'm gonna support you.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's right. You know, I kind of want to do a funny video, like a vlog, kind of, where like I take a honey pack, but for the gym. Apparently, they're saying that it works for the gym.
Really? Like to give a pump?
That's what they're saying. Okay, because now there are people. What the first thing they do when they wake up is they take a spoonful of honey.
Honey.
So
Okay, so I have a question since
yeah,
I know that you're very fit. I mean, I don't even have to ask you that. What would you recommend for somebody to take as pre-workout if they don't like pre-workout? Like I've tried different pre-workouts and it just not that it doesn't work
what
for
don't you
me.
like about it?
No, no me cae. Like
What don't you like about them?
I don't like the feeling. I feel like, and I drink a lot of water, like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like how it makes me feel. I feel like it gives me this energy that I don't like it. I feel itchy.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Which pre workouts have you tried?
I've tried think it was woke.
Woke. Okay. Woke AF.
Yeah, I've tried
Fucked up.
that.
Okay.
I've tried like different ones. And they all kind of like I don't know, even Celsius I didn't like
So really?
at all.
Ooh.
And from all of them I see people like Celsius as that was the worst one that
Really?
but I also think it's because I'm very like I'm very delicada, like I'm allergic to a lot of medication. So I feel like my body might not react to what it has.
Honestly, if
Right now I've been sticking to coffee, black
Celsius
coffee.
is kind of strong for you, I would just say some cafe de olla. You know,
Yeah, I've been doing that.
a couple of espresso
A
shots, you'll be
boxer
good to go.
recommended me that. He boxes and he was like, just drink
Yeah.
black coffee.
Yeah.
I
Just,
feel like I'm already energized.
I would say maybe drink some black coffee and then put. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions in the industry about like creatine, right? Um, I would say drink some black coffee and then in your water put a get a good creatine monohydrate.
hmm
Take
I was taking
take one
creatine.
scoop of creatine in your water. You know, put one full scoop, fill up your whole water bottle, and just drink that during your workout. And that's it. Now, because now they're finding their studies that they're finding like creatine is not only good for your muscles, it's good for your brain, right?
Really?
Yeah. Now they're
On
finding
my
it's
way to buy
actually
creatine.
now they're
I'm going
saying
to the gym after this. I hope everybody
there's
knows
a
this.
company on Instagram. I think it's called like Gains Bulk or something. They have all these ads on Instagram right now. Maybe you've seen it where
No,
there's
I
a white
haven't.
guy. He's like a buff white guy. He says we're giving out $4 million of creatine. You haven't seen it? So
No.
there's a company you pay in $10. They send you a month full of creatine. They're
Really?
sending. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm guessing the way it works is like say these companies aren't selling enough, right?
They do
They say
like a
okay,
subscription.
yeah. So okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give away uh 10,000 packs of creatine, but everybody's gonna pay $10 of shipping. Think about how much 10,000 packs of creatine and $10 of
Se
shipping.
ganan su
That's
dinero
a
ya.
lot of money. That's what like 100 racks, right? So they're still making their money,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it probably cost them pennies on the dollar
Yeah.
to make all that creatine since they have a big factory. So like when like because at first I was like, man, these people are probably losing money. They're probably not. They're probably
No, they're smart. They know what
they're
they're
still
doing.
making money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people don't make products to lose money. But yeah, so some cafe de olla and some creatine, I think you'd be good to go.
Yeah.
I'll see.
Sometimes I'll drink a Red Bull.
I'll see if I can find you the link and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
Um,
Definitely, I need to get back onto creatine.
yeah, I wouldn't say ooh, if you drink Red Bull.
Um, okay, so I'm like rare. If I really feel like I need energy, I'll drink a Red Bull. But I'm like in this journey where I know I'm in this journey where I don't want to eat no processed food. I don't like I'm no cereal. Like I'm very like strict with what I eat.
You're gonna have
I
to
think
move.
it's like modeling.
You're gonna have to leave America. If you don't want any processed food.
No, because you just cook and eat your food.
True, 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 true,
I
true.
mean, you are what you eat, and I feel like I came a very long way with my mental health.
Okay,
Like I used to struggle really bad,
really.
a lot, and a lot of people don't know that. Like I've struggled a lot, and it came like a long way. And I feel like a big change was like me dropping a lot of things, like my eating habits, and that's where the gym came in too. I love the gym.
Eating habits are hard. For me, especially at night, I become a cookie monster.
Really?
Cookies and chips. Can't
Y'all
stop.
better hide.
I can't.
Y'all better hide your snacks.
I can't stop.
Really?
Yeah, it gets really bad.
Oh
It
my
gets really bad. Yeah.
god.
Some days like I'll take I have to take this medication prescribed by the doctor for sleep, right?
Mhm.
So sometimes so every day I take it, right? And then so there's some days where like it starts to hit me and I'm like falling asleep, and then all of a sudden like I go to the snack drawer or whatever, and then like say I bought like a bag of popcorn, right? Like a big bag of popcorn, right?
You'll get the
I'll go sit
munchies.
down on the couch and some next thing I know the whole bag is gone. One sitting.
You'll get the munchies.
Mm-hmm. Like if I've been smoking weed,
But
because
that's where you're going wrong because then you don't buy.
yeah, but then
I literally
yeah,
don't buy.
that's
Like
why.
I'm not.
So a
I'm
lot
not
of
kidding.
times
Like I
I
won't
won't
buy
buy
it.
stuff. Yeah, a lot of times I try not to buy stuff. Like I went through this phase where like I would only buy almond milk because if I buy regular milk, then I want cookies. So then I'll eat cookies and then I'll have regular milk, right? And I drink whole milk. So then I'll go through these phases where I won't buy any whole milk, and then recently I went through a phase where I kept buying it and I kept buying cookies, and so then I'll have like 3 cookies with milk every night.
¿Viste?
You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah, I'm strict with what I buy.
yeah, so I mean that's good. That's always good, because you don't want to be a cookie monster like me.
No, I'm not.
Not what's your go-to food?
um, Steak and lobster.
Ooh, girl, okay,
And I like to cook. Like
okay.
tomorrow, I have to cook steak and lobster. I promised my little
What?
brother. I cook really
Okay.
good. In my house, everybody's spoiled.
What? Okay. Sheesh. Okay. You like Brazilian barbecue?
Like what?
Fogo de chao?
Mhm.
Fire, huh?
Mhm.
Fire. That's just the
It
best.
is.
Yeah, I'm a steak
If you
guy.
want the gains, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure that yeah. I'm a steak guy. Korean barbecue,
I like
Brazilian.
pasta, everything, a little bit of everything. Tacos. Just depends what mood I'm
Who, do,
in.
who doesn't like tacos?
You'd
You
be
know,
surprised.
uh, the first time we were supposed to record, I got a there was a taco truck that was gonna sponsor.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
true.
but then I don't know, they fell off. It's cool. It's cool. We don't need your tacos.
Mm. We went to the other taco spot.
Yeah, we're going to another one.
Mm.
Oh, what some good taco spots?
Yes, I do.
Where at?
In Compton.
Compton.
The
Okay,
best. Compton has the best tacos. If somebody else comes at me and tells me, then let's fight.
so check this out. In mid city LA, right? Off the 10, off of Vermont and Adams. I
You
don't know if
good?
it's every day. It's where there's like a Ralph's market right there.
Hmm.
Next to that market, I don't know if it's the weekends or every day or every night. There's this truck. It's a black truck, I think. It sells like quesadilla tacos. They're
You're
bomb,
good?
bomb. Like I'll go to LA because I live in OC right now. I'll go to LA just for that. I haven't gone recently, but I need to go because those are so. I can't remember what it's
No,
called.
you go to the tacos. I'll send you to good tacos.
Oh, I don't know about Compton though. I'm from Northeast LA.
Oh my
I don't really
God.
like going. I don't
Wow.
really like going to Compton. It's not my
What's wrong with Compton?
nothing wrong with Compton. It's just back in the day, like growing up, like people from Compton didn't go to Highland Park, and people from Highland Park didn't go to Compton. It's just
Really?
yeah,
I'm
but
from Paramount, so Paramount Compton are
it's right
literally
there.
like neighbors. So I always used to be Paramount, Compton, Linwood, like all those little cities.
I mean, where I grew up was kind of was ghetto for sure. Gang banging, there was gang banging. There was this, it was hood, But it's funny because one time I went, I don't know if it was Compton or South Central, one of the two. I went like 2014. I went to a kickback. Like, it was like a Friday, and I'm driving, and I see two cars racing, and
Yeah.
it's like 7 o'clock at night. It's daylight, perfect,
Oh my god.
and they're like racing. I don't know what they're doing, but we stop at a light, and both the cars get boxed in. All of a sudden, a bunch of fools get out the car, and they with bats, and they start smashing on the other car's windows, and I'm still driving with traffic, and next thing you know, they start blasting at each other right there, and I'm like, damn! Like even growing up, even though I grew up in Highland Park, where there's hella gangs, right? I had never seen two cars just blasting at each other like that, like
It's
a straight.
crazy. Yeah,
You
welcome
know
to
what I mean?
Compton.
Welcome to Compton. Yeah, and I was like,
I
that's why
feel
I
like
don't.
I've
That's why I
seen.
don't come over here, bro. That's a whole nother tip. Like that's why I don't come over here,
Really?
and that's why they killed Draco.
Well, I literally go to the tacos, order it, and go home. And those tacos are worth it.
Yeah,
Trust me.
where at? Where's the plug?
It's
Where
on
at?
Rosecrans.
Rosecrans and what?
Yeah, I'm not even sure. They're called tacos mocoritos. If you're from Paramount, like everybody knows that. Every time I go, I bump into somebody. Like I know both owners. They are from the city. They're musicos. The tacos are really good. They're
Okay,
like Sinaloense style tacos.
okay. Where are you from?
I'm half Mexican, half Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
freaking
Boricua.
Rican. Okay,
Boricua from
okay.
Jalisco. I'm Jalicense,
Okay.
so I'm
Wow.
mixed.
Okay. So
So
is
I
that
have fuego in me.
uh
That's for the
you
like.
extra feisty
Yeah,
then.
I am.
Ooh, you extra feisty. Well,
Not, I wouldn't say like super feisty. I
it's
feel like as
okay.
you
It's
grow,
okay. I don't judge.
no, I feel like as you grow up, you learn to like calm down and life mellows you. But I would definitely say like I'm not the person that's gonna let themselves. Like
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's what's up. As you should. Straight up. Where we at? Let's see. I want to know about some future model aspirations.
Ooh. um.
Like you're gonna model for Victoria's Secret one day. Like
Um.
what are we working with?
Okay, so like I would say like my and more like modeling. Like I would love to model for like Jungle Boys,
I've heard. Okay.
Stizzy.
Okay.
Um.
Jungle Boys and Stizzy. What about Killer Kush? Killer
Yes, like
Kush.
literally like
Hey, you know
weed
what? I
brands.
have
That's
my
literally
homie.
my
My homie has his
goals.
own brand of pre rolls. Have you heard of Glazed?
No, I have not.
Maybe I'll plug you in with him because he
Let me
has.
know.
So shout out to homie Sporty from Glaze and Urban Temptations. He has sometimes I think model, female model stuff. I'll get at him. See what we could do.
That I want to work. There's a lot of artists that I want to work with that are on my list. That
We're lefty.
no,
No,
I don't even know who's that.
lefty gunplay.
No, I don't. I swear, don't nobody come at me.
Oh,
I'm not throwing no
okay,
shade or
okay,
nothing.
okay,
Like
okay.
I know I'm very like okay. So people would never know this, but if I'm not modeling, I'm not barbering. Like I'm at home watching Coco Melon.
Okay.
Like I'm with my kids. I probably have heard his music and I don't even know like what's one of like his songs.
I'll show you later. I'll show
Yeah,
you
no,
later.
I'm bad.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey,
And I would like the weekend.
it's funny because like
I'm so
a
bad.
lot of the rappers that are big right now, right, or like the up and coming ones, ask me, I don't know. I
No, because I
all
don't
I
really
know,
listen to rap.
all I know is like who record the guys who like record here. Like there's some up and coming
Yeah,
rappers
yeah,
that
of
record
course.
here. You know what I mean? I only know them because I see them here because I know Solis from OTR. Like I know that I know their people, so that's who I know. But like I've seen like a lot of like so like some of the guys that like record out of here like Lefty Gunplay, right? He has features with people, and I'm like I've never heard those names in my life. You know what I mean? I'm like I don't even know who those people are. Like 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 no disrespect to Cocaine, but I had never heard his name until he was on Hood Stocks until you were in his video. You know what I mean? So, but I think he has a pretty popular song. I think he has a couple pretty
Yeah.
popular songs.
I feel like that's happened to me before too. I've been on set and worked with artists and I don't even know who they are.
Yeah,
Until people are like, "Oh my god, you worked with this person." I'm like, I got booked. I think it's normal. The world is big.
The world is
Um,
big. Yeah, I mean,
there's
like
so
for me,
many people.
like the way I get new music is, I don't know, I don't know.
And I feel like there's so much different music that not all of us are going to listen to the same music. I'm not really the biggest rap fan.
What do you listen to?
More like I love oldies. Like I love
Okay,
oldies. I was raised, my mom and dad both loved oldies. My family. So I'm definitely into oldies. I love reggaeton, obviously, I'm Puerto Rican, and corridos. Have my paisa side.
okay, okay.
So yeah, a little mixture. So most of the times when I get booked for Mexican artists, like I definitely most of the time I'm like, okay, I know him. I've heard of his music.
All right. Before I forget, I brought you a sticker right there.
Oh, thank you. I did see it too.
Yeah, yeah. I just had them make shout out.
Period.
That's right. Yeah. Whenever you put it on, whatever you put it on, send me a picture of it. I'll
Yeah,
post it.
I will.
Oh yeah, I appreciate the
I love it.
support.
The clip.
I know, right? Um. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So when we talk, like some of the one of the times we talked, you mentioned you wanted to bring your friend because you guys were both like hustlers, entrepreneurs, right? So I wanted to ask you like what are some of the biggest misconceptions people have about like being a hustler or an entrepreneur?
Um, Misconception. That's a good question. Okay, for guys, with guys, I think like a lot of times like guys approach and they like, or I feel like a lot of times I intimidate guys.
Do you?
Yes, I feel like, or I mean, maybe if I do, they're boys, little boys, because a real man, you're not gonna intimidate him.
Right.
But I feel like sometimes I intimidate a lot of people because they're like, you do this, you do that, like, or I've had people come at me with like really bad energy and they're like, you do a lot of things. Like, why are you doing so much? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And I'm just like, mind your business. Like, if I'm okay with what I'm doing and I'm happy with one day I'm at the shop and the next day I'm out, like, I'm living my best life. I'm living my dream, my vision. Like, only I know at the end of the day when I lay my head down on that pillow, que son mis deseos.
Let me tell you something. People tell me the exact same thing. Why do you do so much, or you do too much, or oh look at you do, and it's like I'll tell you this: those kind of comments never come from somebody who's
Yeah.
a millionaire or
No.
somebody who's making a lot of money or who has a successful business. Those people, it's always the ones who aren't doing anything. And no disrespect to nobody, you know what
No,
I
no
mean?
hate.
But like when you're closed minded and your vision is, you have goggle vision and you can't see everything else that's around you, and you get, you know, we're barbers, right? So we get. I work a lot now. I work a lot. I work. I don't know. Right now, I think like 50-hour weeks, right?
I
And
work a lot.
sometimes, and that's just the barbering, right? Not the gym, not the MMA, not the podcast, right? And I don't
No,
do
let me clap. No, you
that.
should be
But
clapping.
and so and sometimes
It's not easy.
sometimes I'll work like like a 60-hour week, right? Just cutting hair, just barbering, right? But also like cutting hair for us is different. For me, it's not really like it's not like I could be slow all day at the shop and then do like five haircuts at the end, or I could do like four haircuts in the morning, maybe five at the end of the day, but like have like a 4 hour gap in between where I do nothing. So I'm just chilling,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
watching Supergirl on my phone on Netflix. You know what I mean? I'm just chilling, right? So to me, it's not really work. I'm not really doing nothing, somehow I still make the money. But I notice like a lot of the people that are looking down on hustlers or entrepreneurs or people like us who do too much are the people who have a 9 to 5 job. They don't wake up early for the gym. They get up, they go to work, they hate their job, they come home,
You complain.
they complain, they're mean to their family, and
And those are the people that go on the internet and they see somebody that's doing a million things and they're gonna take their time to comment on your post and try to make you feel bad because they feel bad about themselves.
those are the people that are hating on the
You
haircuts.
know
Those are
how
the
many times I
people.
had people like, "Oh, now she's barbering. Oh, now and what's next?" And trust me, there's gonna be a next because I don't stop.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like I'm determined to make all my dreams come true. Whatever I desire, I I'm doing barbering. Once I'm doing done, I master barbering. Then I want to do something else. I'm going to do it. Like
I will tell you a little secret about barbering. You never stop learning.
no,
You never stop learning. You know, um, I think I don't know how true this is, but they say so. Like I'm at a weird part of my career where I'm 7 years in, right? And there's been times where I think I'm really good. Right now, I'm like, I I think I'm okay, right? But also, like sometimes I feel like an imposter. Like I'm like, I shouldn't even be cutting hair. But I heard recently, and I don't know how true this is, that when people have imposter syndrome, it's actually because you're probably really good at what you do, and you're
Really?
just really hard on yourself because you you sometimes you because you're just hard on yourself. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I'm not out here saying, "Oh, I'm the best fucking barber in the world." Nah, I still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do really good. Sometimes I feel like I do shitty, and I'm really hard on myself. And I'm not like I see barbers, and I'm gonna throw shade right now. I see barbers. All they do is look at other people's haircuts and talk shit, right? And their haircuts are no better. But I promise you, the really good barbers who are doing their thing, who are booked up, and who are really good at what they do, they're not throwing shade at other barbers. They're not staring at your haircut while it walks out the shop talking shit. Nah,
Exactly.
they're like I don't. I will say that is one thing I don't do. I don't care about another barber's haircut. Most of the time, I'm like, damn, that shit's fresh. I'm giving props. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And maybe sometimes, like, if I if I hear someone making comments, then I'll start to be negative too, and I'll be like, well, fuck your haircut too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I'm always I'm never throwing shade. You know what I mean? And so like people on Instagram, they throw shade. Like I got a couple haircuts that have like 1 million views, and there's still people that throw shade. You
There's
know what I mean?
always going to be
And
that
yeah, there's
one
always gonna be
person
haters,
that's going
right?
to have something to say.
Yeah, it's just
Part
haters.
of the ball game.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, they are.
Haters gonna hate. And I'm sure you're. I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure you. Now, hold on. Let me word this correctly. As beautiful as you are, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of criticism for your modeling, right? People talking shit, right?
Yeah.
It's
The
it's
most
always
the most
haters.
known two artists that I came out with that are like trending right now, and the video I came out in, it's on both of the artists' profile, and oh my god, if I go through like the 60,000 comments, like somebody else, like if they were me, they probably would have been like in their face. There was so much mean comments, and you know what I did? I went through all of them laughing. I just laughed, like literally laughed. Like I was just like, and it's funny because most of them were girls, and most of them you click on them and on their bio it said like models, and they're
Hmm.
models. I'm like, okay, are you mad that am I really ugly, or are you just mad that you weren't the one in the video?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah. And
I think after that, that was like the really first time that I really received hate. That I was like, at first, I was like, oh shoot, and then after that, I don't care. Like I don't, I
yeah.
brush it off.
Yeah. As you should. People are always gonna hate. They're always gonna find something. Um. So, okay. So people always see like the 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 music video,
Okay.
the final cut, the final edit. Sun's out. There's a pool. Got your makeup done, your hair
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
everybody's looking fly, right? That's what people see, right? So people see the final product, but they don't see the process, right? So what's something about like modeling or your journey that would that you could say that would surprise people?
Okay, so one,
Okay.
okay, like the number one thing is that would surprise a lot of people is that um you come across a lot of shady agencies, like
Mm,
castings. Like you
mm-hmm,
come across like sometimes they're so bipolar, like they'll book you and then like I don't know where like they block you from their stories. Sometimes you come across like male booking like castings and then they act like a certain way. So the worst thing that has ever happened, like kind of situation that happened to me was like I got casted twice, no 3 times by this casting and he's a guy and he gave me 3 videos like back to back and then by like the third time he'll post submissions, like so modeling basically for music videos like you follow like casting pages and they'll post we need blah 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 this and that music video submit your photos. So I would submit my photos to him, and then after that, like he'll reply to me. He's like, "Why am I gonna cast you if I'm in your DM, sliding up to your pictures, and you don't reply to me, but you're replying for work?"
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, like, wait, I was just on set with you like a week ago and you were firing girls on set because you were saying that your talents shouldn't be acting like groupies and acting up, but you're going to turn around and you're worse. So I literally replied to him. I don't let myself, I knew that it was, in that moment, I felt like, well, I'm going to close some doors, like some videos, but I stood my ground. I replied to him and I was like, I never gave you any type of energy to think that I am a certain way, or I don't know what type of girls that you come across, but I'm not the one. And I literally blocked him, and he's still blocked to the day.
Hmm.
And my doors didn't close. God still blessed me. More videos have came. I'm still getting booked. My doors still have
Right.
open. I'm out here still networking. So,
All right. All right. And did you have a couple more?
long set the drive.
The drive to sets.
Oh my God, people don't see that. You get to set, and it's like sometimes you live in LA and the set's only like 30, 40 minutes away, but for traffic, you do like 2, 3 hours. Sometimes you're on set for 9 hours. Sometimes the artists are moody. You have to do like the same first set. Like you have to do the same scene like 40 times. Like a lot of people don't see that. They think like you're just pulling up to set and you're like it's easy. It's not. There's like a whole other side to it too.
I feel that. I feel that. There's a lot of behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
And then learning from mistakes. So not, I guess with modeling, um, what's been one mistake that like it hurt at the time, right? But now you're grateful that you learned that lesson.
Um. Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. I think there's two. One, I feel like in the beginning when you first start modeling and you get booked, anytime someone's booking you, you right away you're like, yes. And you say yes to it. And sometimes like it's very underpaid. Sometimes it's like super far, like 2 hours away out of your range that you're just wasting your gas. So after a certain while, or you go, okay, this is one thing I have to say about modeling. Like girls get robbed a lot. Like there's like really big artists that will make girls when you first start modeling go model for them for free. A
Mm,
lot of people like, and they're like, oh, blah blah blah. Artists come shoot, and it's only like a collab. So I think that's like that happened to me maybe like 2, 3 times. That really hurt me. That I went wasted on a new outfit, makeup, everything done because I was like, oh my god, it's a big artist, and then after I didn't even get paid. And then after like I really established like my, my portfolio and modeling and getting booked, I'm like, I'll never go network and book for a music video
mm,
for free. Like I really I stand my ground that I am somebody in the modeling world and I'm not gonna work for free. So definitely I learned that
you,
lesson.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you straight up. That's something you can apply to barbering too, because I will say, all right. Now, if at some point you plan to do house calls, right? It happens where like a big artist hits you up, and then they're like, then they want to pay you for the low,
It's sad.
but they, because it's clout and you're gonna
It's
get the
sad.
attention. You know what I mean? And it's like, dog, like what? Like,
And it's sad because some of us are not out here looking for the clout.
yeah,
Some of us are out here like for example, like I'm somebody that when I get booked, like it's my job. I'm
right,
counting on that. My
right,
bills, my
right.
children. So it's like, there's plenty of girls that are with this, like, have never got booked for videos and they literally like throw them out like, oh my God, there's a music video. And girls come from like, I know girls that come from like Temecula all the way to LA and they do like free videos. And I'm like, yeah, you get robbed. So definitely, I would and I always tell girls that, like, be careful. Like, that happens a lot in this industry. Like, they want to call it network, and it's because it's a big artist. You're like jumping, and you want to go. Like, no, know your worth.
Yeah, I feel that. That's really good insight. Um, so how do you deal with people that are doubters or people that question your ideas?
Um, I don't deal with them.
There you go. Hey,
I don't need to deal. Like,
no face, no
we don't need to
case.
deal with nobody in this world.
Yeah,
Like we're not meant to deal. We like every place. Like you say, I go to the gym right now, and a guy comes and approach me. I don't need to deal with you. Like we deal with what we want. So it's like when somebody comes. Okay, so I had somebody come and question me. when I first started barbering, they came
Mhm.
and questioned me and they told me that you're barbering now, you need to let go of modeling. I said, you don't pay my yeah.
Why?
I literally had somebody come and tell me
What?
this. Like
What?
you're barbering now, you gotta let go of the modeling. And I literally told them like I don't have to like I just laughed, you know, like and that same person came and told me like, so what are you gonna do the day of tomorrow, like when you want to settle down, you want to have a relationship, like you know, you're modeling your pictures and everything. And this is what I literally told them, like, I'm not I'm single. And you wanna know why I'm single? I think my biggest reason why I'm single is because I'm not meant to have somebody put me in a box. Like I'm not meant to be in a box. Like the day I find a guy and he comes and he understands, like I feel like a lot of people are very toxic in the aspect like they want to meet somebody and they want to be like, we got to change this, we got to do this or that, or oh my god, did you see that person, now he's with that girl, he changed this, or now he did, like, people are not meant to come change us. They're supposed to come and push us to be better, but they're not here. I'm not going to have somebody come in my life and tell me because, oh, you model and you're a video vixen and you go, you work around artists, you do this, you do that, or you take pictures and you're like that, you got to change that. No, because that's how you met me and that's who I am, and those are my dreams. Your person fits who you are in your dreams.
I think I think that's definitely like a big misconception that happens in life where like
And that's why you end up finding someone and you love them and you end up being miserable. And you want to know why? Because they want to change you.
yeah,
People are not meant to change us.
yeah.
They're not.
Everybody try yeah, people yeah, yeah. That's I think that's like the biggest like one
Like,
of
how
the
am I
big
going to come and tell you, hey, I don't like that you're a barber?
right?
You got to change that.
Yeah.
But you love me, so if you love
Yeah.
me, you change.
No, and you're right because
What?
it's like yeah,
Like, how is, you know, and
yeah.
I've had that happen to me where, like, they're like, oh, but like, you know, like, I wouldn't want to date a model or like, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Okay,
Well,
so then
those are
go,
boys. Those are boys.
yeah.
Insecurity.
And that's why they don't even make it past
Insecurity.
to
Uh,
conversations and bye.
that's insecurity, you
Because
know?
it's like, can't date. Like, I think point blank, like, I'm very social right now.
Yeah.
Coming.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have somebody right now where I'm like, okay, I'm going to a podcast and it's gonna be with the guy. I'm gonna have someone call me, blowing me up, or this. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have that. So it's like sometimes it's better to just do us,
That's right.
focus. The right person will come.
Hell yeah. Let them know. Let them know. The right person will come. Um, what's the most unexpected, funny, or strange thing you've encountered in modeling?
Strange.
And I'm gonna ask you that again later when you've had a couple years barbering, because you're gonna have some stories for me.
I really am.
Yeah, you're gonna have some stories.
Strange. I don't know. Strange. Not really strange. I just like have dealt with like, mm, I don't know. I don't really think I've dealt with like such big strange things. I've just dealt with like maybe like being on set and the
What about
artist
funny? Funny things
funny.
that have happened on set.
Um, hmm, I don't
Or
know.
have
Or
you
I
had
think like funny where sometimes like I'm very bold and the artist says something and I end up like, why you say that? Like or um I don't know. I've had a lot of sets where I've had a lot of fun where you go, the artists are good, you have a good time, like you know, you're in the pool, they give you like a couple drinks. Nothing really ever like, oh, wait, yes, something has happened to me. I went to a music video and the owner of the mansion was there. He was so drunk and I was sitting on the couch and he fell on me and it was like I was like in shock. He literally like he didn't see that I was sitting there. He literally went like to throw himself on the couch. That set, I was like very upset because the owner of the house was so messy. He was a
mm,
mess. He'll come sit next to the artist. He was acting up. So that was like probably
mm,
like the most uncomfortable experience that I had.
I mean,
And he was very disrespectful.
stuff like that's probably common in that world,
Very.
no?
And then I
I
mean
mean,
like director, artist, everybody kind of was like, you know, like what in that situation, what do we really say or what do we do? Like
yeah,
this is the owner of the house.
yeah,
We're renting.
yeah,
So yeah, I feel like it happens.
yeah, it does. Um, quick question.
Hmm.
We are talking about food earlier when you first got here, right?
Yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure? Like you know you shouldn't, but you can't
Dr.
have.
Pepper. I
Dr.
love you,
Ooh,
Dr. Pepper.
Dr.
Oh my
Pepper's pretty
God,
good.
te amo.
Yeah.
I just did promo on Saturday for like ramen noodles, and the booth next to me was Dr. Pepper. You guys don't even know, and I kept looking. And I'm like, oh, what? Because I don't buy soda at home. Like, so if I bring soda, like everyone is in the kitchen, like like people popping open.
Hmm.
And what I love about promo modeling is like they give you a lot of like stuff. So
Free
the
stuff.
guy from the next booth was super cool. So like we kept having conversation, we were talking, and then I don't know where he's like, "Oh, here's four Dr. Peppers, or here's five Dr. Peppers." Who's like, so I came home with like 20 Dr. Pepper cans. So
Damn.
just know from here to Saturday what it is. So
Ooh.
Monday I've had a couple Dr. Peppers.
Good luck.
Yes,
Good luck.
I love like,
Good
and
luck.
once I start, I don't want to stop.
I haven't had soda in a while, but I had one yesterday while I was getting tatted. I
I
did
know I
have it.
seen it.
It's not done yet. I still got another session. But yeah, I was like, all right, you know what? I was like, I need some extra sugar. Let me have one. Yeah, dude, I was falling asleep yesterday getting tatted.
But we didn't know that you're the Cookie Monster.
Hmm. Yeah, but but
So that it would be soda.
so yeah,
But I'll cut it off. I'm very strong. Like I'll cut it off. Like today, I was already like, "Oh, you're good. Like you're not gonna drink no more."
I will say, I might have a cookie problem at night, but I one thing I religiously stick to is all I drink is water all
You
day.
see,
All day. If I drink, I have this full of ice and water all day. That's it. You know, no juice, no soda, no, not even Gatorade, just water. You know.
that's good.
So I kind of I started doing that maybe.
You get used to it, huh? You stick to it.
Yeah, maybe like 4, 5, 6 months ago I started doing that. I think that's one thing I stick to. If I'm gonna have the sugar, if I'm gonna have the chips, then at least I'll.
And I'm not like a chips junk. I'm not. I don't really eat that much junk.
I bought a box of baked chips. They all suck, but I eat them. But I'll have like three
You said they
bags. I'll
suck.
have three little bags at once.
Really? Which ones? I don't think they're bad. I like the baked hot Cheetos,
Baked.
the Lay's.
Okay, I can't buy baked hot Cheetos because I will eat the whole bag.
Really? I love them. They're
They
good.
are good. The box I bought, it was like a variety pack. It has like baked
I'll eat
Lays,
them when
baked
I go to Subway.
Ruffles, baked Cheetos. Wait, oh, Subway.
Subway has them.
Mm,
Okay, so I have a question to ask you, or something
yes.
um, like what advice would you give me, like since I'm barely starting? You're 7 years in, and I'm barely starting my journey. Like, what would be like the best advice you could give me when
Learn,
my journey?
learn a lot. Be patient. Take classes. You know, stick to the stick. Trust the process. You know, um, one thing I'll say is get a system like of like how you're gonna cut hair. Like me, I cut in three sections. I cut the left side, the right side, and the back, and I bring it all together, right? Sometimes people cut. They start on the left and they go all the way around to the right, and then they go back and forth, right? Get a system that works for you. Get a system that works for you, and do it over and over and over and over and over again, and you'll get better and faster. But perfect that system. Now, somebody recently told me, one of my friends, shout out to Razor J, he was like, because his kids, he said, I tell my new barbers and my kid, don't. Okay, so like watch some videos, right, and get your system, and then don't watch any more videos on different systems until you have your system down.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like get
Don't
your
be everywhere.
yeah, because then and this is something I did in the beginning. Like I tried a bunch of different things, and then like I would get lost, and then it would just like get start one system. Like if you work tomorrow, whatever system you're using, do that again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and then
Like I love
when you have this,
fades.
yeah, good.
Like that's my favorite.
Right now, long haircuts are in, but fades are
Oh,
gonna come.
fades.
Fades are
Like
gonna come back. Fades are gonna be forever.
I
Fades are gonna
love
be
it.
forever. I love fades too. Skin fades, mid skin fades. That's my shit. That's my shit. Um, but yeah, get your system down.
And then I noticed that I was like shadowing couple different barbers, and
Mhm.
then I kind of like found the one that I loved his technique the most, and I
Yeah.
just stuck with
What
him.
about it? Did you like?
I just felt like the tips he would give me, like I liked them. His tips were helpful, and I feel like um not everybody's meant to teach.
No, they're not.
No,
No. You could be a really good barber and not know how to teach how to cut hair. You know, and there's some barbers that aren't that good that know how to teach. You know,
They'll have like the
um,
patience, the tips, like and every and all of that. And I'm very like I'll shadow you and I'll ask you 21 questions.
that's what you should do. The hard thing about barbering is that you could watch a million videos, you could shadow a million barbers, but like the learning and
It's
the
the
it
practice.
doesn't come until like you just keep cutting, you keep
Yeah.
practicing, you keep trying, And the hard here's the reality, all right. And I don't know if anybody told you this, but if nobody told you, I'm gonna tell you. You're probably gonna fuck up a lot of haircuts, but it's okay because you're gonna
I probably
learn
already fucked up a lot of
and you're gonna
haircuts.
learn and you're gonna grow. Some people are gonna stick with you and some people aren't, but it's okay because
Okay, so right now I have like a system down right
what is
now.
it?
Like this is what's been working for me. So I literally so I be like very honest and I'm saying like a big thank you to all the guys that have been supporting me.
And to all the future ones,
Yes, I've been very blessed to have guys that are willing to let me practice and cut on them, cut their hair. So right now, the next booth next to me, sometimes she's there and she takes walk in. So when I do get booked, I do tell her like, hey, I booked the haircut. This is the price. I'm gonna give you half. I'm gonna get half, and let's both cut their hair.
hmm,
So I'm able to do what I know and still sit there, kind of shadow her and get the practice in, have a client, build a client. That's what's been working for me.
okay, that's good. That's an interesting. That's an interesting.
And she's super cool, super nice. I'm very thankful that she's able to like. She tells me, yeah,
It's
and
cool.
I'm very honest with the clients that come and book. I do tell them, I'm apprentice. I 100% still have a lot of things to work on, but I am gonna have someone that's with me who is a barber license that knows what they're doing, and they're gonna help me. They're
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
So I've been doing that because I do a lot of things that a lot of times when I do go to the shop, I don't like to just go to sit there and kind of like not do nothing. I
Yeah,
do try to push and make sure that
yeah,
I'm booking one or two
yeah.
clients,
Then that's the only way you're gonna
and I'm
learn.
very determined,
Yeah,
like very,
yeah.
and very confident. I don't ever like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, or like I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm
don't ever
very,
tell a client,
no, I'm
or
very
don't ever
like,
let a client think. Even
like I've never told anybody like, oh, like I don't know. I'm very confident in general in anything I do. Like I've had my doors open in so many things, and it's been because of my mouth and because how I move, how I like. I'm just very like how we all should be.
yeah. I mean, even to this day, sometimes I'll be like, some clients will be like, "Oh, how long you been cutting hair?" And I want to be like, "Oh, it's my first day," just to fuck with
To
them.
scare them.
But I remember back when like my first 6 months, they were like, "Oh, how long you been cutting hair?" I'd be like, "Oh, 2 years." I'll lie, I'll lie, you know, because I will say the only thing, even if you're learning and you're getting a lot better, like I think sometimes the last thing a client wants to hear is you've been cutting for 3 months.
No, they don't. If
They
I'm
don't
a
want it.
girl, I don't want to go
They
to
don't.
somebody
They
and
don't want
any
it.
anything,
Yeah, they
eyebrows,
don't want to
lashes,
hear
like
that. Yeah,
let's just comment.
yeah.
So
So
no,
I mean, if you gotta lie, just be like, oh yeah, I've been cutting a year. Just let them. Oh yeah, I've been cutting a year. Don't trip. I'm gonna give you a fresh haircut. You're gonna walk out of here looking good. Don't trip. I got you. We're gonna get this done, and then just go at it. But yeah, cut a lot.
yeah, I cut my
If
boys their hair.
one of the things you can do, if it gets slow or when it gets slow, on Instagram, maybe offer a couple free haircuts. Hey, I want to try this haircut. I've been experimenting with this haircut. Come through, I'll chop you up for free. And most likely, they're still gonna tip
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? Like, because there will be a time where like sometimes I just like to cut hair. I just like to cut hair.
I like
So
to mess my dad's hair up.
that's right.
He's bald, so I let he's so sweet. He like so supportive.
That's what's
He
up.
grows his hair out and he just lets me sit there and I practice
There
on
you
him.
go. That's super dope. You have boys?
Yeah, I have two boys,
Two boys?
so I cut their hair.
Those
I
are the
don't mess up
perfect.
their hair,
Those are the perfect ones.
and they're picky because
Those are the
even
perfect
before
ones.
barbering, they always had haircuts
Really?
every 2 weeks.
Those are always the pickiest ones, the
Hmm.
young ones. Um, Real quick, what's some of the best advice you've been given?
The best advice,
Yeah.
um, mm, I would definitely say that. Hmm, Oh, okay. So I feel like the best advice that somebody has given me, and it was from someone who was way older than me. He was actually my boss. My first job um was a Michoacana, like an ice cream shop. That's how I got like I know how to do like
Okay.
basically I could run a whole if somebody comes to me today and tells me like, oh tomorrow I'm opening a ice cream shop, run it, I can run it. I can make you a ice cream paleta, I could do everything.
That's right.
Um and I used to work with the owner. He was super nice. I still go support and buy stuff. And he would tell me because I was young at the time. I think I was only like 18 and 19, like around 18, 19. And I would go in sometimes like so stressed out over like the dumbest things ever. And he would tell me like things are not as serious as we
Mm,
make them. Like don't take everything so serious and give it such a big reaction because it's only as big as you make it. So I would definitely say like that's the best advice he somebody has ever given to me, and it has really stuck to me because I feel like sometimes we get into situations and we make them so much more complicated in our head than what they really are.
yeah, for sure.
So
For
I would
sure.
say that.
For sure. Um, and I don't know if we touched on this topic real quick, but so how, other than being a superhero, right? How do
Other than
you
being Batman.
how do you keep a balance between your personal life and everything else? What do you do? How do you do it?
I don't have a personal life.
And I feel
I
it.
really don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so dating wise, I'm not dating.
Okay.
Like I just feel like
Sorry, fellas.
yeah,
Sorry.
I'm really not dating. Like I just feel like I'm in a point of like I have a lot going on. I don't have time for someone to come and just be on this whole other level that I'm not on.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I rather avoid it and put my time and energy on other things.
Yeah.
And social life, like I rarely go out. Okay, so like I do bottle service too. I do showgirl.
Okay.
So
I think I saw you do one other thing too. You teach pole dancing.
yeah, I do. I do
Okay.
teach classes. I do have a class coming up.
Sheesh.
So yeah,
Plug it in.
yeah.
Shout it out.
So Peaches Pole classes. Follow my account. I'm gonna have a class. So I actually, it's not just a class. It's actually an event I throw.
Okay.
So I rent out a studio. I give the girls mimosas, raffles. We do like women empowerment exercises. So it's just like a event, and girls come and it's like a free space, you know. Girls come. A lot of times people are like, "Oh, pole dancing," they get all scared. But all the girls that have came to my class, they always return to my class. Like we had so much fun. I make the girls come. A lot of times they're like moms, wives that don't even have social lives. They'll
Mm-hmm.
hardly go out. That they're home catering to their kids, to their husband, and they come and like dress up sexy, come have fun,
Mm-hmm.
drink, feel bubbly. So yeah, that's another thing that I have going on.
Okay.
But in between though, all the madness, I'll take some weekends sometimes and I'll go out. Girls' night. I went to
Okay.
Picolandia. I had fun.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty much. I don't really wouldn't say like there's so much of a balance, but I would say at the end of the day, like I'm not really. I don't know if this sounds weird, but like I don't really care to be out at clubs.
I feel you.
I don't really care to be in the mix. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm okay. Like when I do have the time, I do have some days where I don't have my kids, and I choose to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then after work, I choose to go to the gym. And after the gym, I choose to be home and sit there and eat. Like I'm okay.
What's up?
I'm like in my own element, in my own space. I feel like I have so much to grow in barbering that I don't have time to be like, why is it gonna make sense for me to be out on the weekend doing the most if I'm not even where I'm at, where I need to be at in
Yeah.
barbering or in
What's
my
up?
goals?
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
When y'all see me with my barber license and you see me
Let's
popping bottles,
go. Hey, time flies, so it's gonna come
y'all
fast.
see me popping bottles and everything. Okay, then I must have something to celebrate. But I feel
Yeah.
like right now at this point, I don't have something to go celebrate to go waste at a club popping some bottles.
Okay. And where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Hmm. Woo. Okay, so definitely I would say that if I'm gonna invest in barbering and get my license, I would say that I would definitely want to own a barbershop.
That's what's up.
Like I think like anything that I envision myself doing, I want to be big. Like I don't, I'm not meant. Well, everybody thinks different. I'm not meant to be small and be in a box. Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go. You either go big or you go home. Like,
Yeah.
I do see that. Definitely, I want to grow my platform, influence, YouTube. There's like different platforms. I definitely want to start vlogging. I have a lot of plans. I still want to continue grow modeling. I wouldn't say so much in 5 years still be doing videos, music videos. I wouldn't say that, but I would definitely like, maybe be modeling for perfume brands, bigger, like you said, Victoria's Secret.
Mhm.
Definitely go big.
Yeah.
So I definitely see myself doing big things, taking care of my family, traveling. The biggest thing is like retire my parents. I say like that's like the biggest angle, like I know sometimes a lot of us like see this vision of like, oh, because I want a car, I want this, I want the house, or I want this. I think my biggest like angle at the end of like the rainbow is to really take care of my family.
Right. That's what's up. Um, I really appreciate you coming out here.
Thank you for having
Time
me.
flew.
It really did.
That was honestly a really
Oh,
good
I could talk.
That was a really good conversation. I appreciate you having all that to say. That really went smooth. Also, real quick, before I go, since the YouTube was muted, I gotta shout out my cousin Jackie G and Andres. Check out Andres at Ink Dress Tattoos at INKDRES on Instagram. Ink Dress Art Studio in Lincoln Heights. Hit him up 323-313-2520 at Ink Dress Art Studio. Let's go. Best artist
Woo!
in LA. Hit him up for any kind of tattoo you need, any kind of tattoo you want. He has really good he's got the work. He's ready to go. Private studio. He stays booked up, but hit him up for your consultation. You got anybody you want to plug?
I want to say follow my sweets page.
Okay, okay. Follow the Switch page.
And then follow my Instagram, peaches90723. If any of you girls are interested in taking pole classes, you guys want a haircut,
Okay,
hit
hit
me
her up.
up. I also do pedicure, so hit me up.
Okay. Okay, there you go.
You guys want to
Again,
network, hit me up.
hit her up, guys. I'm Dre Cuts. This is the Dre Talks podcast, and we out.
Woo!